Welcome back. Most people who come to San Francisco for the Super Bowl may be heading to the most touristy part of town first. But this time, one of the city's hot spots is going to be in an area that looked totally different back in 2016. The last time the Super Bowl was here, Sara Donchey is here to tell us all about it. I'll throw the football to you. There you go.
Stay in your area, please.
Yeah, okay.
So one of the biggest event spaces, Juliet, some 225,000 square feet, is actually a working port out in the Bayview area. And the company behind it is transforming the area. They're working overtime to throw the biggest Super Bowl parties this week. And a lot of the businesses and venues in the Dogpatch and the Bayview did not exist the last time around. So I talked to one of the people responsible for bringing some of the biggest talent to the city's east side.
This is Jordan Langer, and his eyes seem to work a little differently than, say, yours or mine.
This one has a clear span, so no columns throughout the entirety. It's almost 220,000 square feet.
Where you or I see what looks like an old abandoned warehouse, Jordan sees this. And when we look out on a pretty much unremarkable stretch of parking lots, this is what Jordan imagines.
So there's times often that I would just come out here and sit right there and just look over this city and be so proud and grateful for the ability to do what we do here.
Jordan helped transform part of San Francisco's Dogpatch, once a sleepy industrial area, into an unlikely entertainment hub. He opened the Midway in 2015, an expansive venue that hosts parties, art shows, concerts, and he has an agreement with the city to host events out of Pier 80, a fully operational cargo terminal by day, which means while Jordan's team is setting up for festivals, he's working around massive cargo ships unloading thousands of cars. The pier and the Midway will also play host to some of Super Bowl 60's biggest pre-game parties.
It's in our backyard. It's in San Francisco. It's here. Why should we not invite Bay Area residents to be able to experience some of the glitz and glamour and all the crazy that Super Bowl has to offer?
Jordan's company, NPU Live, is planning on hosting some 90,000 people for parties for Super Bowl week, including concerts at the Midway and Pier 80 that have drawn huge talent like Calvin Harris, Diplo, Illenium, Sean Paul, and T-Pain.
We're excited about bringing people here to this side of town. We're excited about what the Super Bowl activities are going to do for the neighborhood, of course, and just excited about the fact that people will get a chance to see what we all know and that there's some hidden gems right here in San Francisco, right here in the southeast sector of the city.
Shaman Walton represents District 10 and the Dogpatch, which is going through a renaissance of sorts with new parks, restaurants, and housing. According to a Chronicle analysis in 2021, parts of the Dogpatch in Mission Bay increased in population by more than 200%. Still, the supervisor says there is more work to be done.
We are having conversations about a hotel on the power station. We're having conversations about a possible hotel at Candlestick. We must remember, we have the most space to build, and there are exciting things that are on the way.
In the meantime, Jordan's team will be getting ready to host tens of thousands of people this week.
Expect fun. So the thing that I truly love and the thing that makes me do this every single day is not the ROI, it's not the challenge of it. It is the fact that I am able to provide joy to millions of people throughout the year.
I think a lot of people, when they think of partying, Miami, New York, LA, but really it's happening in San Francisco. And a lot of Super Bowl parties, as you know, are kind of exclusive. They're close to the public, invite only, very private. But the idea, Juliet, behind these concerts and events is that anybody can go if you can afford the tickets. Everything's expensive nowadays. Right. They start at about $115. A lot of the shows are sold out, but tickets are still available for others. You can check information about that on our website, KPIX.com, if you want to buy them. I mean, I know you're a party girl. The viewers don't know this, but she loves to party. She's the last to leave. So I know you're excited about everything going on in the city.
Oh my goodness, we're just throwing it out there, aren't we?
Yeah, we're putting it all out there.
Yeah, okay, Sara, thanks so much. You party girl. All right.